Escape the dungeon!
Hello, everybody. This is Escape the Dungeon, the podcast where we ask you to join us as we explore the world beyond the world's oldest role-playing game. My name is Mike Cripps. I will be your narrator, and I am joined by four fantastic players. Zach Brass.
Hello.
Dom Brass.
Oh, hey.
Nate Brass.
Fantastic. I get it because it's a fantasy setting this time. You're good.
I think you might have made that joke already. And Tyler Niddle.
Happy New Year.
Each season, we will be playing a different tabletop role-playing game. This season, we are playing the rustic fantasy RPG Legend in the Mist, published by Son of Oak Game Studio. Guys, welcome back to episode 2. I'm so excited for you all to join me.
Excited.
I think we're going to have a lot of fun today.
It's great.
I hope
It's
so.
exciting. We're excited.
If this were
When
boring,
we
Anyone
hate it.
make some noise if you're excited. Woo.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I actually do need some. Give me a second. I'm going to need some caffeine.
You just started, man. You're just gonna go. Leave that in, by the way. So let's all talk shit on Dom while he's away getting coffee or a soda or
the
whatever.
intro?
The intro is for this rustic fantasy RPG, we've already talked about in our pre-campaign discussion and character creation sort of what we think that means, and I think boiled it down to a few central themes that I'm going to keep recurring throughout this campaign. And the themes I feel most strongly represent what we're going for are community. This is going to be a campaign that is about like the people that you are interacting with and the places you are going. To that end, travel. Obviously food is going to be a major theme.
Huge.
We've
So we're playing on
already
survival
done
mode?
a big cooking sequence.
Love survival mode.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
food being an extension, presumably, of culture.
yeah, for sure. And then like the last one is sort of like passage of time / the seasons / weather. I feel like those are major elements of these kinds of stories. And I have an idea, just like a world building idea, as we're still fleshing out the setting of this game, that I just want to throw out to you guys. Sort of Game of Thronesy. Like there's just like maybe some weird seasonal stuff going on in this world.
Oh, seasonal.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I thought you meant
okay.
political intrigue and
Uh,
murdering
I'm like-
people.
Yeah, no,
and I'm like,
like, look, I'm into it, but like, it just didn't think that this was what we were doing. Like,
no,
Okay, so seasons are wacky.
seasons are wacky.
How are the seasons wacky?
My idea for how the seasons might be wacky in this world is that whenever you travel to a new island, regardless of like how long it's been or how long you were there, it is the next season when you arrive on the new island. And so like if you are just island hopping, like the seasons are going to pass extremely quickly. I just think that's a little fun. It gives us a little variety, like of the
I
kinds
totally
of
like it.
environments
I
and
totally
stuff.
like it. I got some questions.
Okay.
I love the idea, but I don't need anything to be grounded too much, but there's just a few questions here. Like, how does this perceived by people that live on the island? Right?
Normal.
Okay.
Is
It
this
just-
your way of like
So is it
communicating
bound
how
by
long it takes
us?
to sail from island to island or so?
Yes and no. Like I think that's just a good way to
Because
represent.
like if you're sailing, you're moving pretty slow. I'm just
you
saying.
are,
Like
and like I do
crossing
want to
from England to the
represent
United
that,
States took like 3 months.
Yeah, sure. I don't think it's going to be quite that far between every island, but it is something that takes time. But also I just think it's fun and like in a don't worry about it too much kind of way.
Should it not just be more like a One Piece thing where every island is just kind of its own seasonal
Yeah,
changes?
it's its own biome.
Well, they will be their own biomes for sure. There's desert
we know how
islands,
Mike
there's
does.
forest
He
islands.
does. If we're gonna do planet biomes, you think he's not gonna do island
See,
biomes?
I'm
Oh
just
yeah, every
picturing.
island is gonna be its own diverse
But like,
thing. But
hear me
planets,
out. Let's say you go from Griffin Island, where you're currently at, to another island. Then you have to go back to Griffin Island. Suddenly, it's 2 seasons have passed.
yes,
Right.
I guess that's
we
where
go-
it gets
so we,
wild for me. Like, what if it was close islands? Or these people are just like, yeah, it's winter now. What do you mean? Of course. Like,
What if
yeah,
the planet
3 days ago,
No,
We just need to
What
be
if
careful about where we're going, right? It's fine.
What if the planet's just really wobbly and we experience multiple cycles of seasons throughout a single year?
we don't need to
Sure,
explain
if
it
that's
that
how
much.
you need to justify it to yourself, that can be your headcanon.
Because like the world of Game of Thrones, I think it's like a really big elliptical.
I do not
know what I
want
mean?
to hear about the shape of the Game of Thrones planet. Okay?
I'm not talking about the shape of the planet. I'm talking about the shape of the
It's the
orbit. God damn it!
Completely
Space. Do you know
different
how it
shapes,
works,
dude?
Whatever. Space, get it out of here. I don't want to talk about space in a world where there
everything
are
is in
nights
space. It matters.
and no, there is
Not this
there's
world.
no
This world's just
space.
in a plane.
Oh,
of
we're on a
nothingness.
plane. Okay. Is our plane
I'm
flat?
on a plane.
Yes.
Can't complain.
You could call it a plane of space time.
Oh, please tell me we're gonna have flat earthers in this game. I would love that.
Dude, yes.
They're actually correct is in this world. So.
Yeah, it's a plane. It's not a world. It's a plane.
You
It's
don't have
actually more
words. We have
cylinder.
maps. Thank you very much.
It's triangular.
Very good. I think I'm gonna roll with this idea. I think every
Hey,
time you go to a new island, it's a different season.
And you guys can all imagine us wearing different outfits.
Yeah, absolutely.
The orbit's
yeah,
like,
just wait till we hit a summer island with Ken. His bathing suit costume is pretty
hell
spicy.
yeah.
I've been waiting on that skin for a while now.
Have we
I've been
have we
saving
had
up.
have we had a beach episode? I know we've had a spa episode, but have we had a beach episode?
I don't think so. Mike's a coward a little bit.
I know, right? He's like the Mike is the worst
look,
weeb. He's like the most closeted weeb I could think of.
Oh no.
No. We
What?
did have the episode where
I'm just straight
Don't
up
worry about it.
not.
Just don't worry. Just don't-
Crash
Just don't,
and
just don't listen to him. Just don't listen
the
to
one
Mike.
dude
It's
went
fine.
swimming in an
He
ocean.
just wants to attack
That's
you.
kind of like
yeah,
a
there was
beach.
the ocean planet of Naboo.
Yeah, we had
Naboo wasn't an ocean planet.
Okay,
It
well,
was
is.
a
It
Mediterranean.
was literally actually. Well, no, we're not talking about Naboo. We're talking about our
Camino
Naboo.
was an ocean planet.
Oh my
Shut
God,
up,
Tyler!
you fucking
we're
nerd.
talking about completely
Camino
different
is like a
universe.
car truck hybrid.
Yes, exactly.
That's
Mike
an El
gets it.
Camino.
Ho!
No, that's the
That's
Breaking Bad
like
movie.
drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyler, you're wrong.
Let's get into our game, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
one
Yeah,
was a
after
little
this
off the rails.
rambling.
Because we will just
Okay.
keep jumping from topic to topic. On Griffin Island, The Traveling Turtle Tavern has come from away to participate in a beloved local festival. After opening shop and feeding the people of the island, the fellowship was invited to enjoy themselves at the festival. Chef Ken won an eating contest. Brewer Simo showed his strength at a carnival game, and Rockman Fabrice befriended a child at a petting zoo. But young wizard Elias decided to forego amusements, instead sneaking into the kitchen of a rival restaurant, Cauldron Confections, led by snooty candy witch Gertie. Elias sabotaged Gertie's recipe, and in doing so, led the Traveling Turtle Tavern team to an easy victory in the Great Griffin Island Cook-Off. As the fellowship was celebrating with the locals, it began to rain salt water, and a village elder spotted a tidal wave in the distance, fast approaching. Such things should be impossible due to the protective magic of the island guardian. This can only mean that something is very wrong, and all of Griffin Island is in great danger.
You started that with like a little bit of David Attenborough, and I was like, is he about to treat us like we're an animal family that he's following? We see.
I mean, that's definitely
disgusting
voiced. I don't think the going full on Attenborough documentary would like really fit the story, but there's a bit of.
I saw what
Attenborough
you were
going on
going
here.
for.
I do want to emphasize for you guys, because this is something your characters would know in this situation, that this is something, this saltwater rain, this tidal wave coming toward the island, is something that absolutely should not be happening. This is like a violation of the like understanding of the world. Every island is protected by this like guardian spirit that is keeping storms at bay, that is keeping people of the island safe. The beyond the islands, beyond the range of these creatures' protection is very dangerous. That is why travel is like so limited. That is why like ship captains and people like you who travel the islands to spread food and culture and understanding are so respected, is because you are like braving these storms, these terrible waters that are supposed to be out there, but are now suddenly heading towards the island. This is a really big deal. And as such, the people of Griffin Island are starting to freak out. One of the village elders, who has been this grumpy, taciturn old man sort of guiding you around, named Theo, is like standing above the crowd trying to calm them. And he was like, there's something wrong with the griffin, we need to do something. And he like pointed at you guys. You need to do something. And that's sort of where we ended last session. And you guys were like, why do we have to do it? And I think that is a fair question, because you are not from Griffin Island. And I think continuing from that moment, Theo sounds like, or you. And he's just like pointing at random people. You're like, somebody do something. This is so bad.
Why can't you do something yourself? I will say this is giving me very hard Spanish Armada vibes.
Well, except there's no boats.
Yeah, but it's a
There's no
hurricane where
boats.
there shouldn't be hurricanes.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
I don't know.
Sure.
I think they
The
kinda
Protestant
hurricanes
wind,
are.
if you
They were
will.
deep in
Thanks,
the
God.
ocean.
I don't
They
know
kind of
like
deserved it.
what the historical stuff you're referencing is, but yeah, it's like that.
So English and Spanish were at war because imperialism.
Right.
And
I got that. I've seen the documentary with Russell Crowe.
And
he didn't
like
mean explain it, Tyler.
I just don't know what you're talking about, like with the hurricane. But
see,
yeah, sure.
see also kamikaze, but like not
on the other side
plane
of the world.
kamikaze, ocean kamikaze.
As Zach said, they move at 500 miles per hour in the ocean. So I mean, not being where they're supposed to be is kind of their thing.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, they're fast. I didn't. That's crazy. Anyway, I'm sorry. I guess we're gonna.
This is crazy.
Yeah, this is pretty bad, Elias. Should we? I don't know. What can we outrun it? Do you think?
Well, you want to get uphill.
You know, they move at 500 miles an hour in the ocean.
Wow, really?
Should we just wait and die then? Do you think?
So
I mean,
that's
no,
fast.
we're on
slower.
Nonsense.
As you guys are figuring out what you want to do, I'll just say how I'm going to represent what is happening is through a couple of different statuses. Recall that statuses are like variable things that can increase or decrease. That can be good or bad depending on the situation. This one seems like it's going to be mostly bad, but you know,
maybe.
Cool.
I'm creating a status called Storm 1. So anything that you are trying to do that is going to be directly impacted by the severity of the storm is going to take a 1 bonus or penalty, depending on if it's helping or hindering. Any status in the game, when it reaches tier 6, when it reaches if this were to reach Storm 6, that is disaster. And that is true for any status in the game, even ones that seem overtly beneficial. Where if it reaches 6, you are like overwhelmed by it. You cannot act because of it. You are incapacitated, knocked out, dead, depending on what the
Probably
thing
dead
is.
in this case.
So Storm is currently at status 1. Okay. You've got time. This is not immediately dangerous. But as the storm status progresses, as it gets closer, the saltwater rain, the wind gets stronger, you are going to be increasingly in more danger. But right now, there's time to figure out what you want to do.
See, it can be way further than 3 miles out, Tyler, because we're on a plane, not a globe, so we can see.
That is
out.
true. There's no curvature. So we are indeed on a flat Earth, and it's and you know what? It ended up being a boon. So
this
great.
Time,
yeah, this time. It makes flying as the crow flies easier. We need to get the higher ground. Like I can swim.
I'm going to create a status Panic 1 to represent the people of the community. And I'm going to throw out a couple tags here. Well fed, because you just fed everyone. And the saltwater rain, because like that's just an unusual environmental thing that's happening. This isn't really officially part of the rules, but I do want to invite you guys to pitch statuses or tags related to what's happening in different situations. If it's something I feel applies, even if it's like not related to an action that your character has taken, we can figure something out. But now I'll throw it back to you guys.
All right, everybody. I can swim, but even a tsunami's bad for me. So look, we all got to get the higher ground in an orderly fashion. Otherwise,
that's convenient. Weren't they saying that we need to go talk to the Griffin Guardian?
Save the
Yeah,
day.
it works out for everybody. We're going all the same direction, and that's the higher ground where the wave, tsunami, tidal wave thing won't kill us all. Again, we got plenty of time. It's a flat earth, so we can see the storm developing all the way out there to just, in an organized fashion, move uphill.
What if we just moved
And
around the island to the side of the mountain that doesn't get hit?
Well,
the higher ground won't get hit. That's how water
We'll be
works.
splashed. Our toesies will be splashed.
It's better that only your
Jesus.
toesies are splashed than debris carried by a tsunami impaling you or bludgeoning you to death. It's not fun. Trust me. I've lived
Well,
through
I'm
it.
just saying we could avoid both by being on the other side of this giant mountain, but fine. We'll listen to you and go up instead of
What's
around.
gonna happen
'Cause
faster,
that's
going
easier.
uphill or going around a whole goddamn mountain?
Going around a whole goddamn mountain, you're going on a flat surface at that point.
All right.
We're on the same
Non-essential people,
horizontal.
rich people go on the other side of the mountain. Working class people go up the mountain. All right, let's do it.
Okay.
So you, Simo, you are trying to like rally the people, the community here around this
Yes.
plan. Okay, I would like a roll from you here.
All right. I'm going.
Traits, what tags do you have that you feel are relevant to what you're trying to do?
I am boisterous, which means they're gonna fucking hear me.
Totally.
And I also have impassioned speech, and I feel like
That was
talking
pretty
about how
impassioned.
we're all going to survive a natural disaster is pretty impassioned, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. I also want to use shipwreck sailor because it's a ocean-based disaster heading our way.
Yeah, I think that makes a ton of sense. You like you literally said, you've sort of been in a similar situation before. You know what you're talking about. So that's
And
3 tags. Yes.
and me being a walrus person familiar with the ocean because I live pretty much in it. We're gonna put that in there too.
I'll allow it this time to give you a +4 because I'm about to give you some bad news.
He's
Ooh,
also
for
liked
sure.
by the common folk.
I am liked by the common folk.
Okay,
Oh, dude,
and
that's pretty good.
you made a point of like working class people follow me.
Oh,
Yeah.
which if we want to strike against, I'm disliked by the high class. So we can put that
You
on
are,
there.
and you specifically said the rest rich.
I just think
people
it's
go.
fun.
Okay, so we're gonna say sure you're
I don't
invoking.
think this town seems super wealthy.
Ends
rich
at a
or
+4,
anything,
pretty
so-
solid.
It's a +4,
I'm gonna
yeah.
allow that. So you're invoking 5 power tags. You're invoking the weakness tag. So go ahead and mark that weakness tag as activated. That's gonna bring you
Yeah.
back to a net +4. Here's some bad
Woo!
news for you.
I
One,
haven't even
I'm
rolled
going
yet.
to use the Panic 1 status that I created to represent the people. People are panicked. They're not listening as much. They can't process rational thought right now. So that's going to be a penalty. That's going to bring you down to +3. Here's
Okay.
the even worse news. Okay. There is an aspect of the rules called size, scale, okay?
Mhm.
The greater the scale of what you are trying to do relative to your own capabilities is going to make the action harder to achieve. Specifically, in the rules, a group of an individual is scale 0. A handful of people are scale 1. A dozen or 2 are scale 3. I think you are speaking to a crowd, which is scale 3, which means that trying to convince a crowd of people to do something is going to give you a -3 to this roll. which is going to
Damn.
bring you
All right.
down to a net 0 on this.
This is probably like my biggest bonus to a roll ever, and you're just like, nah, fuck you, Tyler.
Hey, look, I gotta represent the rules somehow.
Them's the rules, bruh.
It's not
Well,
me.
that's rough,
It's
though.
not me. It's the
That
rules.
is rough. That is
Um,
Rules are only as good as the people who enforce them.
So with that in mind,
Whoa.
that you are at a net 0 right now, there are a couple of things that you can do to try and further give yourself a bonus here, if you want. You can burn a tag for power, which basically means on your character sheet, you're going to draw a temporary line through one of the tags that you're invoking to get extra power from it. Instead of a +1 from that tag, you'll get a +3 from it. But you aren't going to be able to call upon it again until some time has passed and that tag has become unburnt. You can also trade power, and you can throw caution to the wind. Because your total power is 2 or less, you can reduce your power by 1, and if you succeed, get a better result, or you can hedge your bets to add 1 power and get lesser results if you succeed.
Okay,
Burn a
so just so I have
tag.
this clear, I can burn, which temporarily until like a rest, negates me from using a power tag temporarily.
Yeah. So for example, you could say this is such an impassioned speech that like I'm gonna
Yeah.
burn that, but then you're essentially not able to use that impassioned speech tag again for some time.
Yeah, I just used up all my Riz. And the second thing about power, uh losing power can I'm a little confused about this.
Sure. So let's just say for the hypothetical situation right now, you're burning that tag.
Yes.
You're gonna be
Alright,
at
alright.
a net +2 right now. Um Whenever your final power on a roll, like when you have finished doing all your tags, whether you're burning or not, statuses,
Okay.
when the final result is 2 or less, you can either you can throw caution to the wind, meaning reduce that power by 1, giving you a +1 to the roll, but get a greater success if you succeed. Or
I
if your
see. Okay.
final power is 2 or greater, you can hedge your risks, adding +1 to make your final result a +3, but get lesser results from this if you succeed.
Okay. All right, I get it now. Cool. Good to know. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to burn me being a walrus person,
Mhm.
and we're also going to burn boisterous to bring us up to +2. And do we want to
No,
do
burning
shipwrecks?
one of those would make you a +2. You only have to burn one because it makes it a +3 for that thing.
You're
it
right. You're
adds
right. I'm
+2.
sorry. I'm going in increments of 1 when it's actually increments. Yeah, no, you're right. So I guess it'll
Sorry,
be a
I do wanna stop you right now just because I'm double checking something.
You can only
When
burn
you
one at a
burn a
time, I
tag for
assume.
power, yeah, you may voluntarily scratch 1 and only 1 power or story tag. So you can
I had a
only
feeling.
only burn 1 tag per action.
Okay, so I'm gonna burn me being a walrus person
Sure.
because I don't think that'll come up later. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's roll, baby. That's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
I think
Strong hit.
13.
Yeah, I
Oh
think so.
yeah, 13. I think that's
Oh
good.
my
That sounds good.
goodness. You rolled an 11, a 5 and a 6 +2. That was supposed to be a very hard thing to do. But
It
you
was. He
you
Yeah, I mean,
masterfully
he
succeeded
worked really
on
hard. He
this.
did it.
That is a strong hit. what is the effect you want out of this? So you want the people to start following you up the mountain, right?
So basically, what I'm going to do is direct, first and foremost, regular folks that are just here to enjoy the festival who don't have to carry like heavy shit up a hill. They go first. You guys go
'Cause they're
first.
gonna make it quick.
You're gonna make it quicker. People first, property second. That's the uh itinerary, I guess, here, or because
if
no
you're
other
trying to
word.
bring
People or
anything up,
property. I don't.
We can get another food truck if we need to. We can't have new character. Well,
We
I
can't
mean,
get a
well,
new
we have a
turtle.
but
turtle.
that's like a whole
turtle.
thing.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah,
get
turtle
new
counts as
characters.
people.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure. You know,
Great.
he's
So
part of the food truck.
after this impassioned speech from Simo, the villagers they like calm down. I am going to get rid of the panic status. I think there's still a sense of fear and anxiety, but people are listening. They are following orders. You have eliminated the like chaos of this group, and they are very clearly expecting you to lead them, but they are willing to follow you. And so it sounds like you are leading the people up the mountain path towards the peak, and they are following. They are leaving their home behind, unnecessary supplies they're not bringing, as you guys are now trying to survive all of this. As you start climbing up this mountain path, you're going to have to move a little slowly, especially with a group of this size. It's sort of a
Yeah.
winding, precarious path on the best of days, but now there's this storm. And so the four of you and your big ass turtle are at the vanguard,
Vegan.
moving up the mountain path. With you is that little old blind lady with the like wrap around her eyes, one of the village elders of Avandra, and she I think is gripping Elias by the arm, and she is very worried, right? And she's sort of like muttering to you, Elias. Oh, this is quite bad, dear. Oh, the path is dangerous. The path is filled with monsters that might randomly jump out and attack at a moment's notice. Oh,
Oh
this
God,
is
really?
bad. Yes, there's no way to know when it could happen. It's just like you're walking through the
no.
grass and then suddenly, we're here.
Oh,
We're
Mike,
attacking.
like some kind of random encounter.
Yes, truly,
That's
truly
terrifying. Oh God. Oh, what are we gonna do? No, worry not. We are travelers, so we have been through situations that are within similar. I mean, not exactly this, but it was kind of I've seen waves before, so you don't even have to worry about. Simo is very used to being, hit by lots of water and it like destroying his home and his livelihood. This has happened to him a few times. So, when we first met, he was actually shipwrecked. And so, listening to him is the best thing that we can all do right now. And I'm sure things are going to be good because we have a swordsman. Our chef, he uses swords sometimes. And so you don't even have to worry about us being attacked by monsters.
Honestly, no
'Cause I'm not
encounter is
worried.
random if you're vigilant enough.
That's a really good point, Ken.
This is a difficult trek, and as you are going up the mountain, there's like, some loose rocks that are sort of being washed away and like tumbling down. There's like patches of mud are forming in the trail that you really have to trudge through. It's quite difficult. I would like some kind of role to represent how you are dealing with just the environment of this. Does anyone have any ideas? Does anyone want to take the spotlight here of what you're doing about this?
Well, I certainly don't want to take the spotlight, but I am a professional turtle caravaner, and I feel like that might be helpful.
Yeah, I feel like Fabrice is probably at like the very front, right?
Yeah.
My caravan and the big turtle. Well, it's our caravan, but I'm a caravaner, and I take care of the turtle. What kind of role do I do? I just
You tell me, dude. Like
okay.
what is
I
Fabrice
turtle
doing?
caravaner. I've got my riding crop. I'm gonna basically. I'm using this big turtle. He is a turtle, so he's, you know, he's amphibious, right, by nature. He is like water and not water. So, but he's like a big snapping turtle guy, because that's the whole thing. A regular turtle couldn't support its weight. It's big guy, so he has the big legs like a snapping turtle or like a tortoise or something. And so he's going to use that to be pushing stuff out of the way and kind of clearing a path. And because he's big and fat, and he kind of drags his belly a little bit, and so he just clears a path for everyone. So I'm just gonna use that, and he
And
can
are
get through
you
bogs.
is Fabrice on turtleback like for this? Is he like does he have
Yeah,
like
I mean,
a does he have like
I'd be
a
on the.
seat like on the front of the turtle shell to sort of like
Oh yeah, it's
steer?
definitely a seat. Like, yeah, for sure. I get like a little seat where I ride the turtle. And what cool stuff. Oh, I have communed with reptiles.
Sure.
I'm using a reptile here. I
You
feel like,
are. You are.
Could also reach out to
And
like the natural fauna of the island.
no, that's
Try to like
crazy. They're a
magically
bunch of
connect to
monsters. I
those
don't know what they are. They're
reptiles.
griffins. Like, I'm
Okay.
gonna
Yeah,
run into.
no, sure.
That's crazy.
You're right.
No, I don't know how to do that. But turtle caravaner, turtle riding crop, and commune with reptiles. I think that's good. That's 3 things.
Okay.
Give that a go.
I think
Is there anything bad I can put?
I am going to
Not really.
invoke the Storm 1 status because like
Do it.
the
Let's
storm
do
is
it.
what is creating the difficulty here. So give me a roll +2.
All right.
But I thought the storm was like miles away on this flat Earth.
It's still raining salt water and like
Oh,
really bad winds.
so they're just fucked. Raining salt water? They're
it
fucked.
is raining salt water right now.
It's okay. They've got a magical griffin to protect them, Tyler. We just need to talk to them so they can fly over the mountain and make the rainwater into fresh water.
It's just crazy
Wow.
that minerals can evaporate in this world.
I rolled an 11.
Magic.
Magic.
I mean, it's less rain and more like the first blast of the tidal wave that is making it here. You know what I mean?
Oh damn, we really gotta get uphill.
What was that,
I
Dom?
I rolled an 11.
An 11, a strong hit. You guys are going to start rolling poorly at some point, and I'm going to be
You're gonna have to
so
try
mad
harder to kill us,
about
dude.
it. Great, which means that Fabrice, you are able to navigate the like difficult terrain of this mountain climb. You are able to like with the turtle's shell just like body check these rocks that are tumbling down, and they like
Yeah,
fall
easy.
off the side of the mountain into the ocean. You
Yeah,
are
easy.
able to
Just
withstand
Gamera over
the
here.
like mud slides that are starting to come down. You act as a bulwark for the people behind you. It is slow progress, but it is progress up the mountain. And as you are leading the way, there's suddenly this strange trill of music in the air. It's like, and jumping out from the side of the path, you see in a perfect, like, horizontal line in front of you,
Are you fucking kidding me?
just like 4 like bouncing oozes with like angry faces on them. And they're just like,
Blum, 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 blum,
um,
dun,
and
dun, dun,
they're
dun,
not
dun, dun,
immediately lunging
dun,
at you, but
dun,
they are
dun,
clearly
dun, dun,
hostile
dun,
creatures
dun,
that
dun,
are
dun,
perhaps
dun,
waiting their turn
dun,
to
da, da, da,
strike
da,
out
da,
at
da,
you.
da, da,
Oh
da,
no, we've entered a random encounter.
blum, blum, ba, 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 ba,
Shit.
ba,
So we're doing this.
ba,
This is happening.
Ken, were you
Okay.
prepared for this?
I've got it.
I think
I
Ken it
summon
would be the
Blue
most
Eyes White
prepared.
Dragon.
So Ken, you see these 4 angry oozes have jumped out in blocking the path in front of you. What does Ken do with these
Oozes.
oozes?
Well, I do question how a sword's gonna work on oozes, but it's not gonna stop me from trying.
All right, cut it in half.
Ken, protect
I'm not
me.
into
I'll
slime
protect this old
girls.
lady first.
Dude.
Yeah, Ken is going to try and cut one of the slimes in half. I'm sorry. Ken is gonna try and cut one of the slimes in half.
Very good. I would love a roll here to
I'm sure
Dude,
you
we're just
represent.
would.
gonna have
I'm
2
sure you
slimes.
would.
This isn't gonna work.
I'm thinking it might, but I need to try it. We're gonna roll. Let's gonna try curved sword, trained
Mhm.
swordsman, focused under pressure.
Sure.
There you go.
Give me a roll. I am going to invoke a tag on these slimes, which is slash resistant. So give me a
Ooh.
a roll with +2.
9.
A 9, a mixed hit, which means that you know,
Ken
you
is
get
poisoned.
some benefit out of this, but there's going to be a consequence too. Um,
Ah.
and here is where I'd like to start using some of the more in-depth rules. And so, Zach, basically what's going to happen is you succeeded on a roll with 2 power. You can spend that 2 power to create whatever kind of effect you feel this action might create for you. Does that make sense? Like, you are in control of what the outcome of this action is, up to like 2 powers worth of things. And there are specific things you can spend power on that we can talk about, or we can just
Well,
discuss.
I have a particular idea.
Yeah,
When I think of rustic fantasy slimes and slashing them, I think of slashing them in half and making 2 smaller slimes that are going to be easier to kill.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So to sort of represent this in the rules, what you could do with this 2 power here is create a status on one of the slimes that is worth 2 powers. So you could create a status that is slashed 2, and when you hit a threat's like goalpost, basically, that threat is no longer defeated, or is no longer active. It is defeated. So you could use this 2 power to create that level 2 status. My consequence here is going to be exactly what you are saying. I'm going to say that this slime splits into, I'm sorry, ooze, legally distinct. It is not a
Very
slime.
different.
Not a slime girl.
And it's got an angry face, not a smiley face.
Yeah, very angry.
It does in fact split in 2, and now there are 2
That's amazing.
smaller oozes, 2 smaller angry oozes that each have the like injured one status. So both of them will be easier to defeat, but there's now more threats on the table.
Yeah, that's fine. That's how it works.
That is how it works.
No,
So
yeah, this makes
you
sense.
guys see Ken rush into action, quickly hack at a couple of these slimes, these oozes with his dual blades, and splits in half into 2 bite-sized angry oozes.
Bite size, nice.
I am going to now let's shift the spotlight to Simo, because Tyler is adjacent in my video call.
Nice.
Same.
What
fucking
does
Okay, well-
Simo do as these angry oozes jump out?
I'm glad you asked. I'm going to use my magic ice tusks to bite one of them to turn them brittle and not into ooze so that they can be killed easier.
Are you going to go for one of the 3 normal-sized oozes, or one of the 2 smaller oozes that Ken just created?
I'm going to go for one of the larger ones because Ken can deal with his own goddamn problems.
It's fine.
He yelled at
just
me in the
keep on
kitchen earlier. I'm a little salty, so that's what we're gonna do.
Great. Give me an action roll here as you bite.
Any negative modifiers I should know about?
I think biting is different from slashing, so I'm not going to invoke their slash resistant tag. I don't think there's any
Okay.
penalties.
It's
I've got
clearly
for
piercing
you.
damage.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry. All right.
Any other tags you're using, or just
We're just gonna
Just
use
the
the
one.
magic tusks.
okay? That's a roll with +1.
Good luck.
7.
7, barely a hit. That is going to be another mixed hit. And so what I think is going to happen here is you are trying to, you said like make one of them brittle, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we will create.
From slime girl to ice girl.
Well, I don't know what this slime girl thing is.
Don't, yeah,
Don't
just-
But it
pretend you
is
don't.
telling me there's something inside of me that senses that it's upsetting.
It is.
You are going to use your magic tusks, which now are sort of like brimming with frost. Like the steam is sort of coming off of them as the supernaturally cold ivory meets the warmer storm air. And you lunge for one of these oozes, and it just, the tip of your tusk touches it, and it like immediately freezes and shatters. Okay, like freezing these things is like super effective.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and so
We've all played video games.
one of the larger
we get that.
oozes just immediately like bursts into like snowflakes, basically.
Oh my god.
The
Aren't you
mixed
glad
hit
you hired
here,
me?
The consequence here is that while you're doing that, one of the other bouncing oozes that was waiting its turn gets to go, and it just like bounces on your back and like splatters you, and like
Gross.
most of your body is now covered in ooze. And I am going to create a status for you that is oozed 1.
Gross.
Oh
You can
God,
ooze.
that doesn't sound fun.
It's the downside
Like
of
the bad guy
slime
from
girls.
Power Rangers.
They're
Yeah,
really
yeah,
messy.
it's gross, it's slimy, it's a little bit harder to move, like it's slowing you down a little bit. You're covered in ooze, dude.
I think there's a portion of our audience that actually thinks this is kind of hot, but
I don't. I gotta
I
say,
won't
I
kink
really
shame.
don't.
I won't
Uh,
kink
I
shame.
don't kink shame. I don't think
let's
our
see
audience.
some
No,
let's see some fan art of the slimy walrus man.
Yeah.
Fans, come
let's
on.
not. Please.
Nice.
Okay, you know what?
Yowie
Honestly, that'd be
between
hilarious.
Zemo
I'm
and a
for it, but
slime
like,
monster.
I don't want to do that to my listeners. I don't like. What are we doing to these poor guys? They're listening. They're like, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna listen to my friend's podcast," or "I'm a random person. I listen to indie podcasts all the time," and we're just
It
giving
would
them
be
this.
really funny.
So now
It would.
there are 2 larger oozes, 2 smaller oozes. I'm gonna move the spotlight now to Elias. Elias, Vivandra is like gripping your arm as she senses she heard the telltale trill of the random encounter. What are you gonna do?
Oh, Evandra, 1 second. It's my turn. Give me 1 second. I need to. Okay.
The combat music started. We got to.
Okay. Don't worry a thing. If there's anything traveling cooks know about, it's defeating monsters and cooking, mostly cooking, but defeating monsters surprisingly a part of our job and something I've had to deal with before.
She just nods,
So
like fully agreeing with what you're saying.
yes, exactly.
Of
All right.
course, you don't need to explain that to me. I understand.
Yes, this is the world we live in.
Of course, food truck drivers, the mightiest warriors of the land.
I will protect you, or my name isn't Elias.
Turns out it's.
I know, right? There's a twist waiting to happen, dude.
No, he's a bad liar. I am going to try and use some wind magic
Sure.
to blow these lighter wind slimes off the mountain.
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good.
He's gonna blow the
What
slime
tags are
girls.
you invoking here?
Witch Apprentice, wind magic,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to pull out my very own self-made wand.
Sure.
Self-made.
a
you say.
self-made
Yes, you
wand.
see, it looks like the handle of a dagger that has like had a little metal wand stick kind of instead of the blade, with a bunch of like little runes inscribed into the metal.
Just a bunch of
Sure.
like Pandora beads on it, charms.
Yes, exactly.
Very good. So that's going to be a +3. I'm going to give you a +1 from the storm. I think there is
Ooh.
more wind for you to call upon. It's going to make this a little more forceful, but I am going to give you a -1 group scale penalty because you said you're going after both of the little ones. So
Yeah, okay.
give me
And then
oh, go ahead.
I also think my weakness of my magic takes time is probably not great for combat.
Sure. Yeah. What do you think that means, like for Elias's magic? Does he like require like
I
a
think
lot
he
of
like pulls out
intricate
his wand and
motions,
is
or-
full on like drawing out the runes that he's casting. which like this is a
Mm.
simple wind spell. It's only like 2 runes, but like he's an apprentice switch. He's
And
not
he probably
like
has
a
to be like
master.
very precise, right?
Yeah, I don't
I
think
think
he like flicks he can. I think high level witches can like just flick their wrist and create the correct rune, and he is like still like, oh, he
taking out
just
his
learned how to
stencils
spell.
and tracing. Okay, very good. That mark that you've used that weakness for advancement.
Yes.
And give me a roll that is going to total +2.
A 7
Have you done it?
for a 9.
A 9, again, a mixed success. So you are going to blast the 2 smaller oozes off the side of the mountain. You conjure this gust of wind, whoosh, and these 2 angry oozes go, and they like disappear with like a like little mote of starlight in the distance.
You just hear a plop.
Yeah. um but again, the mixed success, we said that takes time. You had to be very focused, very precise. You were not able to see the other larger ooze get to go as it like bounces over towards you, and it just jumps and like goops up your like entire right hand, and covering the wand. And so one of the
Left-handed,
consequences
but
I
go on.
can whatever
Nah.
fucking
Hey, you gotta rep. You gotta rep. I get it, dude.
it
You gotta-
goops up your entire wand hand, and your like the runes
Actually, my
that
left
you
hand is
have,
my one hand.
your the like runes that you have carved in the wall get like filled with gunk and stuff. One of the consequences that I can do is I can scratch out one of your tags. So I am
What?
scratching out your wand. You are
Oh, that's
not
so
going to
bullshit.
be able to effectively use the wand for some time because it's just too goopy, dude. You got too much goop on you.
Ah,
Too
get
much
off
goop
me!
on that
That's
one.
my wand hand. It was my turn. It was my turn in the combat. These oozes have no
they got
frame
your
of
wand hand,
reference
huh?
for polite combat.
You've always
Slime
got to keep
girl's
your
got
wand
his
hand out
wand
of
hand.
reach.
There are now
I
just
know.
2 regular-sized angry oozes left. Fabrice, you are on your saddle, turtleback. What are you doing as these oozes are starting to get some of your friends?
Please save me.
Well, I mean, I'm more of the white mage, so I kind of figured they'd do all the fighting. Well, what I can do is I'm gonna take my little dragon turtle and use him as a protective spike shell to kind of like, I don't know, corral them and make them easy targets for his ice thing. I'm trying to corral these slides in the same direction. Does that make sense? That's
Yeah, I
crazy.
think that makes a ton of sense. There's some distance between the 2 bouncing oozes. But yeah, I think if you want to try and corral them, um, if you succeed, that could effectively eliminate the like scale penalty for trying to go after both at once. So
Nice.
let's give it a try. What tags are you trying to use here?
So I got to use dragon turtle and protective shell. Um, I I think I got to put on there grumpy spiky boy. So that's a weakness. And uh, yeah, I think that's like, that's kind of all I got. I could try to distract with the riding crop, but like, yeah, that's about it. That's what I got for this one. So I got,
Oh, so 2
oh,
tags, 1 weakness. That'll give you a +1.
yep.
Go ahead and give me a roll +1.
That's a 9. I'll take it. Nope, that's a 6.
Oh.
I'm getting
Oh,
different
Oh,
things
you
no.
shouldn't
on
take
my
that.
screen.
A 6 is a full
I don't see anything on
miss,
my screen.
which means that
Yeah, it's
you bad
no
stuff.
consequences,
No
right?
bad stuff happens to Fabrice. And I think
What?
as you are trying to corral these two oozes, sort of leading the smaller turtle, snapping at the oozes, but they're just becoming more agitated. And one like sort of compresses on itself to then spring up in a huge bounce, jumping over the turtle and landing just straight on your head.
Oh
And
no.
just it's
no.
now it's like it's like that classic episode of everyone's favorite sitcom, Friends, except instead
Oh,
of a
sure.
turkey, it's just an ooze
Oh, it took
that
me a
is
second there. Okay. I
Oh
just got a
no,
blob
Fabrice got
face.
gooped.
Yep.
Oh
yeah.
no, I think I might be dead.
Fabrice
slime
just
girl's
has
got him.
a big ol' ooze on covering up his entire head, just a big ol' frowny face where his rock face used to be.
Hot.
You are effectively blinded for the
Bag over his head.
very good. I am going to create a tag
They
on
got our white
Fabrice
mage.
that is blinded by ooze.
Ooh,
Ah.
you guys gotta stop getting ooze everywhere.
This is the horniest episode for somebody.
You are the only one making it anywhere
Yeah,
close to
apparently
horny,
you.
Tyler.
Because it's funny. Maybe you're just not as terminally online as I am. I don't know.
Clearly not.
Everything
Mike,
is
I'm
okay.
with you. I don't get the ooze girl thing. I
Oh
want
my
you to know
God.
you're not alone.
Yeah, I doom scroll
I'm
too
very
much.
confused as well.
You've damned us all,
And
Tyler.
I want to be very clear. If we have listeners who like know what Tyler is talking about here, do not tell me. I
Tell
don't want to
him.
know about this.
Inform
Unless it's
him
in the
of the darkest
comments.
armpits of the internet.
No. No. Leave. Leave him.
Armpits.
Fabrice is oozed a bit. Elias is oozed a bit. Simo is oozed a bit. Ken, you are the only one who has not been hit by some
Gross.
ooze here. What are you gonna do?
So Mike's gonna intentionally
save
try and
me!
change that. I know, right?
You've seen
Save
your
me!
blades not as effective as other tactics. Are you gonna change it
Yeah,
up? Are
alright.
you gonna?
I would like to, kind of hop on over to the turtle and pull out some fortified sake.
Oh,
Alcohol, dilute the solution.
nice.
Good
Dude,
call.
yes.
Hell yeah, dog.
Okay.
And fucking weaponize that shit.
Okay, now this is interesting because like I am not thinking of many tags that Ken has to like help him with this, right? Like this is you relying more on the fellowship's strengths, which is cool, which is something that you can do, and there are rules for this. Do you have any tags of your own right now that you feel
Could
are beneficial to
indicate at
this?
all why. All right, my main thing is the cooking stuff, right? Like cooking with sake. I understand some chemical reactions, emulsions, and that. But that's it. That's where I'm at. Quick
Irish
learner,
gelatin. You know.
focused under pressure, those types of things. Very
He usually
vague stuff.
doesn't want to break the sauce, but in this case, he wants to break the sauce.
Has cooked with gelatin before.
I will allow quick learner and your just general cooking tag. So that's going to be +2.
All right.
I think if you want, you can use one of the fellowship tags of portable kitchen right now.
Portable
love
kitchen, I hate to be that guy, was used last session.
That was used last time. So you can't use
Why?
that. That is burned until
Mike decides
you get some
otherwise.
time for rest.
Actually, Mr. Teacher,
You
we
didn't assign
can't
us
use that
homework.
ability.
We actually
thank
have
you.
a project due on Thursday, if you recall.
You're welcome, team. I just wanted to keep us honest.
Fuck
so the
you.
dogs
Hey,
would
good
be
man.
happy.
Good
We're
man.
against
There's honest. Get his
Miles.
kill.
It's
Hey,
us
you know
against
what?
Mike, who wants to kill us.
Elias
Well,
gets
he needs to-
one bonus point, which
So
is not
anything?
redeemable for anything, but I'm gonna give it to him.
You get
you
an
get a gold
unredeemable
star.
Mike point.
Irritating.
Tyler, do you think the sake that you guys have, is that something that Simo might have made? Or is he like just like beer and ale?
I figure Simone would have a hand at it because it's the same basic principle. You're extracting sugar from rice to create alcohol, but it's way more involved and requires way more stationary time and experience. So I would say this is store bought.
Okay. I was gonna give you a chance to like help out on the roll, but if you feel like this is not Simo's work,
It's magic. It's
then-
magic sake. You know,
Okay,
it
yeah,
doesn't matter
fine.
that
It's
we're on a
magic
boat.
sake that I
No.
help make.
I think
So
I
Tyler's
think
like
being-
using too much science involved here.
I think
Sorry,
being
that's
we
just the
can't
way
do
my
it on a
brain
what
boat.
your
works.
character would have done is like very valid and something I appreciate.
I don't know how the fuck to make sake.
Okay, you do you.
So
fair
You're
enough.
on your fucking own.
well,
This
Zach,
format
I'm
shit's
going
better
to
than what
teach
I
you.
can make.
it sounds like you've got +2 to this roll. So go ahead and give me a roll +2.
All right.
Zach, I'm gonna use this kind of alcohol because it makes this my cooking. Tyler, I don't know how to make that. You're on your own, bro.
Sake's hard.
Well, yeah, I know, right? Like, I
Not
was like,
for
oh, well,
fictional
that's
characters.
complicated. So, you couldn't make that on a boat.
I'm a
I got
brewer.
a 6.
Not a
A
sake
6.
guy.
I really
Okay.
could have used that bonus 1.
Oh no,
You really could have. That's hilarious.
this is not. Well, you know what? Mike wanted this.
Keep in mind, like I was saying earlier, you can push your
Oh, yeah,
luck.
I'm
You can
Bernie.
hedge your bets.
I
in
want
the
to
future.
burn a tag for bonus points.
Too late,
I do
dude.
that?
Too late. You rolled a
Oh yeah,
6.
you have to do
Yeah,
it
that's
before
right.
you
I
roll.
forgot. Yep.
And so, yeah, Ken runs over to the kitchen supplies, your ingredients. You have to rummage through it to like try and find the
I
bottle of
accidentally
sake
grabbed the wrong bottle.
that you know is there. And yeah, I think you do. I think you grabbed the wrong bottle, and you toss it out, spraying these oozes, and you realize that it was just a bottle of hot sauce. And
Shit.
the hot sauce gets absorbed into their oozy body, and they
They all become
change
red
from
orange
and
like
now have fire
they
powers.
change
Yeah.
from
I
like
was gonna
light
say.
green to like a vibrant red, and like as they're bouncing there are little motes of flame coming off of them as you have
Okay.
now
Oh no.
just powered
I have a
up
question.
the angry oozes.
I have one of these oozes on my face. How's that turned out?
Oh,
So that's on fire too?
Fabrice
Just so we're clear.
is on fire.
Cool. Cool,
But not the good kind of way.
It could have just been the other ooze if you said nothing, Dom.
No,
There
but
was
I thought,
two.
you know what? Hey, you did this. Okay, this is
Teacher,
who
you
we
didn't
are.
assign
It's
us
good.
homework.
Simo, I'm gonna move back to you as you see these oozes have now transformed into spicy, angry oozes. What are you gonna do?
Why would you try it with both of them if you didn't know what was going to happen, Ken?
I didn't mean to do the hot sauce. It was supposed to be sake.
What? You were trying to melt the one that was on our friend's face?
Well, it was sake.
Well, if there's
Okay.
one thing Simo knows what to do, it's what to do with spicy slime girls. And that's use her
All right,
my
you
magic
gotta
God,
dust.
chill,
Simo.
Simo.
Buddy.
Simo.
I'm gonna kill
on,
Simo
man.
if this is what his deal
We're in
is.
a combat. Stop being attracted to Goop.
I'm
Come
done.
on.
Last one, I promise. I
Fight.
promise. Last
No,
one.
it's okay. I'm
Ugh.
fine. My head's on fire.
I'm going
What was
to.
that? I couldn't hear you.
I'm going to
Yeah, I
invoke.
know. It's my head. Sorry. I'm on fire. I just
And you know
Forget it.
what? I'm actually gonna create a status on Fabrice. On top of blinded by ooze, he's now also burning one.
You just have to
Nice.
keep pushing it. Shut up.
And burning's
Let me
gonna
save
go up
you.
fast because
I'm going to use my
Go.
size, i.e., my large tag and my magic tusks to help Fabrice and cool him off while he's on fire.
Okay. So you're invoking 2 tags. You got anything else?
Not really. That's it.
Okay. Is you just try and smother and bite at Fabrice's head to try and deal with this burning
I'm gonna
ooze.
tap. I'm not gonna
to kill
bite. I'm
Fleur
gonna
and ooze.
tap with
It's
my
fine.
tusks. They're very long. I could just go like, you know, like give him a little head nod
No,
and
I'm not worried. My head's
yeah.
made of rocks anyway. It's fine.
Yeah,
Give
he's made of
me
rocks
a-
anyway. If anything, he'll hurt me.
Give me a roll plus 2.
Don't use that as a negative tag, you bitch. What are my negative tags?
I'm not giving you anything negative. Just give me a roll plus 2.
Yes, sir. That's a 9.
Okay, that is a 9. And now I'm going to give you a choice here, Tyler, because that was a hit with 2 power. And like I was saying earlier, there's specific things you can do with power, and some of them take more or less power than others. You can always reduce or add to an existing status by spending power 1 for 1. So you could spend 1 of this 2 power to essentially put out the burning status on Fabrice. You can also remove a tag, but that costs 2 status. So you can either get rid of the burning and have 1 other power worth of things to do, or you could get rid of the blinded by ooze tag and have no other power to spend. What are you thinking?
We're gonna go with get rid of the burning.
Okay, so as your cold magic tusks touch against Fabrice's head,
I give him a
flames
cute-
extinguish. The flames extinguish, and the ooze once again changes from red back to its original green. You have effectively removed the spicy buff that this thing was getting. You also have like 1 other power worth of effect to do. Just like generally speaking, what other effect do you think this action might have on the current situation?
Well, my magic tusks were already used to put out the fire, and I only have other thing is invoked large. So I'm just gonna take Fabrice. I'm just gonna toss him behind me.
Okay, so you are then like getting in between Fabrice and the other ooze. So
Yes.
Fabrice has like a better defensive position against the second angry ooze, but he still has the first one on his head, blinding him.
Yeah, I think he can deal with that now on his own.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Very good. Elias, you are now like in the middle of this. There's sort of an ooze on either side of your group. One is on fire, one is on Fabrice's head. What are you gonna do?
I was thinking of doing something similar to what Ken did.
But
And
more
reaching into
successfully?
my bag of things to get some like potions and whatnot that will help disintegrate the giant oozes.
Sure.
So I would like to use apothecary training, my bag of things, and my potions kit. Probably also my unlabeled ingredients weakness. That one's really hitting hard.
Yeah, you should
You really
really
label these things.
label those things. Okay, so that sounds like it's a cumulative +2.
It is. I'm gonna throw the one not on my friend's head.
Okay, on the flaming one.
Good. Good call.
Very good. Give me a roll +2.
Oh boy. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Oh, great Scott.
I'm a hero. Oh no.
Oh.
9.
A 9. Okay, mixed success. And so what I think happens, you reach into your bags, you pull out your things, you quickly concoct this like solvent that you throw. It hits the flaming ooze. And are you trying to like what is the general effect you want to have here? Is
I'd
just
like the ooze to lose its ability to stick together a bit and kind of slump down and goop.
Okay, very good. So I think the body of this ooze becomes a little bit more unstable. It's less like a ball of ooze, and it sort of melts and is now just this slime on the ground that is still
Like the
like
sauce.
rolling towards you, but it is much less potent right now. I am going to say you create a status on this ooze, which was melted 2, which is not quite the threshold you need to defeat it, but is very close. The consequence here, I think, is with all that's been happening, you have been slowed down quite a bit. This encounter is taking more out of you randomly than you might have expected. I am going to say that enough time has passed over the course of all of this that I am going to increase the story status for Storm from 1 to 2.
Yeah, saw that coming.
And what's more is
These slimes are way harder than they should be.
as you are dealing with these oozes, one on fire, mostly melted but still trying to crawl towards you, one still thrashing on top of Fabrice's head, blinding him. There's this terrible squall that gets worse. The rain is coming down heavier. You might glance over to the horizon and see that tidal wave in the distance getting larger and closer. There's thunder rolling all around you. But from the peak of the mountain, you hear a pained caw, caw,
my god.
It's an eagle.
Echoing down.
Oh, it's a
the
red-tailed
I
hawk.
think it's a
trail.
hawk.
'Tis I, the Griffin of the Griffin Island, and I am in great pain and agony. You must help me. You must help me, or we are all doomed on the next episode of Escape the Dungeon.
Dungeon.
Oh, we were all wrong. It's Superman.
Thank you for listening to Escape the Dungeon. Escape the Dungeon is created by Dom Brass, Nate Brass, Zach Brass, and Mike Cripps, with editing and original music by Tyler Nate. If you enjoyed this show, please consider subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. To find us on social media, go to escapethedungeonpod.com.